Hello everyone and welcome back to my Call of Duty Zombies series, looking back at the history of the mode, including cut content, lore, story, secrets and past maps in the series throughout all the different games. But today I'll be specifically looking into the map RIESE for World at War, so strap yourself in and prepare for not only a history lesson, but a look back at RIESE as a map.
So close that I can taste it. Get ready for a surprise!
Launching on August 6, 2009 for Call of Duty World at War, RIESE, which is German for The Giant, is the fourth ever Zombies map releasing as a part of Map Pack 3. RIESE is based on the World at War multiplayer map known as Nightfire and uses assets from the campaign level Eviction. This was common practice at the time, as back then Zombies wasn't as big as it, perhaps is in Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4 and Cold War. So back then they would reuse assets from the campaign and multiplayer. Pretty much all of the World at War maps are based on other multiplayer maps or campaign levels. A lot of people pinpoint RIESE as the moment in time where Zombies went from being a secret Easter egg mode in World at War, like a secret side mode, to a much bigger mode to be taken much more seriously. To this day, RIESE is still regarded as a fan favourite among the COD Zombies community and casual players alike, due to its easy to learn design, new gameplay features and overall map theming. But it's also popular due to the continuing new story that started in Shinonuma and then blossomed into RIESE and then going forward into Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, etc. So I'm not going to do a full story recap, as I'm literally going to summarise the main points. If you want to go watch a video, I really recommend just going on YouTube and watching like an hour-long video on RIESE as a map, as the story is fascinating to learn about. So RIESE is set in Group 935's base known as Waffenfabrik RIESE. Again, I apologise if I butcher any of the German names or pronunciation. This is near Breslau in Germany, which is now actually Poland in modern day, but the map was set in Germany 1945 due to the events of World War II. So the story of the present day map is that the Ultimus crew returns to the RIESE facility with Richtofen's diary collected from Shinonuma. They fight off the zombies at the facility and then make their way to Kino der Toten to journey towards Richtofen's grand plan atop of the moon, which we'll cover in a future video. And then there's the fascinating story of the past events of the map, as well as the build up before the crew get there in present day. This past story can be found in radios, notes, drawings, scribblings, as well as lore in other maps in the future of COD Zombies, and RIESE is the catalyst for the more in-depth story going forward for the COD Zombies series. Here we have the origins of Samantha, a community creation, as in earlier maps such as Nakta and Toten, Verrückt, Shinonuma, people in the community thought they could hear zombies saying the word Sam when attacking you, especially in Nakta and Toten. This is where sort of the community created theories and stories and videos and blog posts online about the background lore of Samantha and the game, and basically we as a community created the catalyst for the COD Zombies storyline, back when the mode was nothing more than a side Easter egg in Nakta and Toten. In this map, we see and hear about the creation of the Wunderweapons, the teleporters, research on the original 4 test subjects being Tank Dempsey, Pablo, as well as, Takio, etc., Nikolai, etc., research on Element 115, the lore of Group 935 during World War II, and the betrayal of Richtofen as he locked Fluffy, Samantha's dog, Samantha herself, and Dr. Maxis in a teleporter, leading to the creation of Hellhounds, Samantha being locked up in the MPD on the moon, and then leading to Samantha as well as Dr. Maxis' fate in this universe. Among much more background lore, this story was set up perfectly and was a great payoff for the community at the time, who were rewarded for speculation as well as being given breadcrumbs and little tidbits here and there to sort of lead them into the future of not only the series as a whole, but the next map being Kino der Toten. So, gameplay features. Der Riese is designed brilliantly as a overall map layout. It's a factory setting with the main courtyard in the middle, surrounded by smaller buildings, each branching off into 3 teleporters A, B and C. Teleporters are a brand new feature here, allowing the player to teleport away, being taken back from that area to the mainframe in the middle. But before accessing these teleporters, Treyarch did something brilliant. The player must actually turn on the power in the middle of the map, as well as linking up each teleporter to the mainframe, being given a 30-second timer in the form of a stopwatch in the top left hand corner. This was pretty groundbreaking at the time, fitting in with not only the theme of the map, but also fitting into the background lore of Group 935, because Treyarch at the time could have just shoved teleporters on the map and called it a day, but they actually went a step further, not only showing blueprints and giving radios and notes outside the map, but just explaining how 935 and the Nazis at the time built these teleporters, fitting it into the actual map. Der Riese also reintroduced everything included in the prior 3 World at War maps, an area to defend against barred windows taken from Nacht und Toten where you're effectively defending a bunker, the electro traps, the 4 classic perks, and the power switch taken from Verrucht, as well as dog rounds and the Wunderwaffe DG2 and more of the elements brought in from Shino Numa. This all goes perfectly with the biggest new feature, however, in Der Riese, the Pack-a-Punch machine. After linking all 3 teleporters, Pack-a-Punch is opened up in the middle, allowing players to now upgrade weapons for 5,000 points essentially, firing a red laser effect as well as presenting a nice shiny new metallic camo. What's so revolutionary about Pack-a-Punch back in the day was that, kind of like in Nacht und Toten, Verrucht, Shino Numa and more, zombies was brutally difficult, especially in Nacht and Verrucht, as certain non-papped weapons in the older maps would fall off in terms of damage and ammo around round 15 and then into the 20s and then especially more so into the 50s. Pack-a-Punch now allows players to get weapons and then upgrade them, with even some weapons being effective now into the 30s, 40s, 50s and then sort of going on forever. Plus, it's awesome that Pack-a-Punch is usable from the start. You can actually view Pack-a-Punch in the mainframe at the start of the map, but it's locked away. This is brilliant game design, as it not only teases the player, showing them what we need to do, it shows the Pack-a-Punch behind a window, and it says to the player, you need to get this. This is the main part of the map. You need to do something to open up this door to access a brand new machine. Also, something that has sadly been forgotten about nowadays, but in World at War, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, when you Pack-a-Punched certain weapons, they would actually change the weapons, things like adding flamethrowers, shotgun attachment, grenade launcher attachments. Some weapons would even become dual wield, even the iconic Mustang and Sally from more so Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. That all stems from Pack-a-Punch originating in Der Riese. Der Riese also introduced monkey bombs as a new iconic special grenade that has returned in every incarnation of zombies since Der Riese, and has even become more popular as merchandise, as well as the Bowie knife, a brand new knife only being effective as a one-hit melee up until about round 13-14, but it still looks cool nevertheless as a big huge fuck-off knife. RIESE also has a bridge in the middle of the map that opens up when power is turned on, allowing the player to walk from one building to another, adding to the verticality of the map, kind of like Shinonuma did with the gondola system. RIESE is also difficult to train on, similar to Nacht and Verrucht, due to the map being claustrophobic in some areas, also the amount of window barriers that zombies can enter from each direction, making it one of the only maps that I'd actually recommend camping on instead of training, with the iconic catwalk spot above the Bowie knife location. Here you can just chill out and kill the undead. It's even a better spot with 4 players, as you can have like 2 people crouched at the front and 2 people standing at the back, and it's probably the best camping spot in COD Zombies history. Okay, so next up I'm going to be talking about all of the different appearances of the map and cameos in other maps. So other than World at War, RIESE also appears in Black Ops 1 via either the Hardened Edition pre-order pack or the Resurrection map pack in DLC 4 bundled with Moon in Black Ops 1. In Black Ops 1, it's changed to be the Black Ops 1 weapon pool and Black Ops 1 gameplay system, as well as fixing the famous Wunderwaffe glitch, which I'll talk about later on in the video, as well as adding things like quick revive on solo being only 500 points, and, giving you reviving you whilst you're down in solo. RIESE also appeared as a remade version of the map in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 via The Giant, via either pre-ordering the game or purchasing the Season Pass. This version of The Giant features snow on the map, time-altering things going on in the lore, and the Black Ops 3 weapons and gameplay systems, as well as the Primus characters rather than the Ultimus characters. The Giant also features an amazing opening cutscene, which is one of my favourite opening cutscenes to a zombie map of all time, as well as loads of new radios, lore, story, all that good stuff. And if you're worrying, don't worry, I will cover The Giant again in more detail in the future of this series, as in my opinion at least, The Giant should actually be counted as its own map rather than just a remaster of RIESE. Although compared to other remakes, it's very similar to its map of origin being RIESE, The Giant in my opinion differs enough where it should be counted as its own map. In terms of other versions of the map, RIESE only appears in iOS zombies for mobile devices. So technically, RIESE is the first map to feature an in-story Easter egg quest, although the main format we're used to nowadays started with the map Ascension for Black Ops 1 being the Ascension Easter egg. RIESE features a smaller Easter egg in the form of the Fly Trap. By shooting a panel outside the map, you'll trigger a hide-and-seek Easter egg quest where Samantha herself has you going around the map to find 2 teddy bears and a monkey bomb, where you'll be treated to some unique dialogue. There's also an Easter egg with the monkey bomb where if you throw it into the furnace, you'll get this really weird and creepy and funny quote from Samantha again.
Why are you so cruel to Mr. Monkey? Mr. Monkey just wanted to play!
There's also the various Easter eggs in The Giant, but there's also the amazing Easter egg song Beauty of Annihilation by Kevin Sherwood and Elena Siegman, which is hands down one of my favourite Easter egg songs of all time in the COD Zombies franchise, and can be activated on the map by interacting with 3 glowing brains in jars. Beauty of Annihilation was also remixed for The Giant, and it's a slightly different version. Other than those, the Easter eggs are found out of the map. These are secrets like the help on the roof drawing, as well as drawings, notes, blackboards around the map, as well as radios detailing 935's work, Richtofen's backstory, the incident with Maxis and Samantha, as well as more lore. Okay, so welcome back to Trivia Time. This is the section in the video where I just drum off some random facts about the map that you may not have known. So first off, did you know, in World at War there is a glitch/bug that still exists in the game today. When firing the Wunderwaffe DG2, it removes the effects of Juggernog. It basically goes from being, all the effects of Juggernog back to a 2-down system if you hit yourself via splash damage with the Wunderwaffe DG2, making the DG2 completely unusable in World at War's RIESE. And also Black Ops 1 actually changed this and patched it so that you can actually use the Wunderwaffe whilst using you can basically do splash damage with it, and it will won't take away Jug, which I cannot believe this glitch has never been taken out of the game or never fixed by Treyarch, but hey ho. Did you know that the Wunderwaffe DG2 was actually changed in Black Ops 1, becoming gold when it's upgraded via the Pack-a-Punch machine? Did you know the ticking clock above the entrance in the courtyard reads 1:15 as a reference to Element 115, as well as also being a frozen time event in the event of the Giant? The clock will always be stuck on this time. Did you know, in RIESE, if you go prone directly in front of one of the original 4 Perca-Cola machines, so Quick Revive, Double Tap, Speed Cola, Juggernog, you can earn 25 points. This is a reference to the fact that in real life you can occasionally find 25 cents or, coins underneath vending machines in real life. This was then later referenced again in Black Ops 2's Origins, and then used again in Black Ops 3 going forward. Finally, did you know, RIESE was also meant to feature a brand new Perca-Cola machine called Ammo-Matic. This perk was going to work similarly to the ammo caches found in Cold War, giving ammo to players upon buying it with points. Audio quotes and in-game textures revealed this lost perk to feature in both RIESE as well as Shinonuma in the game's files, but it was sadly removed during the development of both maps for unknown reasons.
Max ammo machine. Ah, genius.
An ammo machine! What a brilliant idea!
Ah! This is a blessing from the Emperor!
Ammo machine! What a wonderful idea!
So in conclusion, in my opinion at least, RIESE will always go down as one of the greats. Although it's difficult to train on this map, which is, my usual style to play zombies nowadays, RIESE introduced the most iconic camping strat location in Call of Duty Zombies history, the Pack-a-Punch machine, which revolutionised the game and sort of refreshed it for a casual audience, monkey bombs, an upgradable ray gun and Wunderwaffe DG2, more background lore building upon community-led theories, as well as a map that feels at home in World at War, being set obviously in a factory in World War II. Its design is fantastic and overall map layout, and will always be a nostalgic, it'll be one of the greats, but let's be honest, RIESE is one of the greats going forward, with most people, including myself, putting it in our top 10s, 5s and top 3 zombie map, lists. I mean, RIESE is definitely in my top 10, I think for me it's probably number 7 or number 6, but back in the day RIESE was the best zombies map, everyone knew it as the best zombies map, and for a lot of people it's still at least, top 5 or top 3. This is what the community thinks on average, and RIESE is a classic yet fun to play zombies map, and it will always be nostalgic to me personally. Anyway, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching today. This has been another episode in my Call of Duty Zombies Retrospective series. If you want videos on maps like Transit, Kino, Varuk, Shinonuma, etc., there'll be a playlist both on screen as well as in the description and the end card of this video if you want to go check out other maps in this style. Thank you so much for watching today, and if you liked this video today, I cover Call of Duty Zombies content, especially leading up to Black Ops 6. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.